Welcome back to Top Moments TV. Today we take you on a wild journey filled with breathtaking and incredible challenges. The adventure has no time to waste. Let's begin. The trucks carrying timber roll on the winding road, where each turn is a challenge that requires the dexterity and courage of the driver. The mountain road is narrow, steep on both sides. On one side is a towering cliff. On the other side is a deep abyss. The engine roars. Large wheels slowly crawl through each sharp corner, sometimes having to back up to get the right angle. The driver is highly concentrated. His hands control the steering wheel with the delicacy of an artist, his eyes never leaving the road ahead. The mountain wind blows, carrying the cold morning air. The journey is full of danger but also filled with pride. Each piece of timber transported is a testament to the perseverance and skillfulness of the workers. In New Zealand, log truck drivers are known as the unsung heroes. Overcoming all the harsh challenges on the rugged mountain roads, they had to drive massive trucks, laden with large logs, through narrow, winding and steep roads, sometimes with just enough space for a car to squeeze through. With extensive experience and great composure, they handle every bend and every rough road with skill and precision. Kenworth T904 powerfully advanced on the dusty red dirt road, leaving behind a thick cloud of dust under the harsh sunlight. The massive body, painted in dark green with strong lines, pulled a long trailer loaded with large, heavy logs. The roar of the engine echoed through the wild landscape, confirming the power of this machine on all terrains. In the twilight of a late year day, a 1974 Kenworth log truck slowly climbed the rugged mountain road. The powerful engine roared through the old forest, mixing with the sound of tires grinding on the gravel road. He was not only carrying heavy logs, but also shouldering the responsibility and hope of returning to his family. In his mind, a warm meal with his wife and children was waiting, the motivation to overcome the dangerous curves. And here is the truck carrying timber from Vietnam, slowly going down the dangerous slope. The massive truck with its heavy cargo of timbers shook slightly as the wheels rolled over the bumpy roads. The driver was highly concentrated, his hands firmly on the steering wheel, and his eyes never leaving the winding road ahead. And here is the Mexican log truck trying to climb the hill. The truck is powerful, heavy, roaring loudly as the engine works at full power. The large logs are neatly stacked on the truck bed, creating a huge pressure on each wheel. The powerful Mercedes 2635 moves steadily on the dusty dirt road, creating an impressive scene. The sturdy front end, with the prominent three-pointed star logo, leads the way through potholes and bumpy slopes. The rear of the truck is loaded with long, heavy logs, but each wheel still rolls smoothly, firmly gripping the bumpy road surface. Waves of red dust roll up every time the car passes, reflecting the sunlight, creating a beauty that is both rustic and majestic. The MTZ harvester is a powerful and efficient machine, designed specifically for stump removal in forests or reclaimed land. With its flexible hydraulic arm system, the machine can easily grip and cut large stumps in just a few seconds. The powerful engine of the MTZ ensures high performance, even on rough terrain. The powerful Isiki 6000 tractor roars on the rugged hilly road, where steep slopes and jagged rocks pose no small challenge. Behind, large logs are tied tightly, rolling with each pull of the engine. The tractor clings tightly to the wet dirt road. The tracks are imprinted with the traces of the effort to overcome the dangerous terrain. The driver is attentive, his hands firmly on the steering wheel, skillfully controlling the Isiki 6000 through each tight corner. The PNG timber truck, nearly 30 meters long, looked like a giant beast. Long and heavy logs piled on top of each other like rippling muscles. The vehicle moved gracefully but powerfully. The roaring sound of the engine echoed like the roar of a wild animal, tearing through the quiet space of the mountains and forests. The wood grabber is operating in the middle of the vast green forest of Korea. Impressive with its strength and precision in every movement. With its flexible mechanical arm, the wood grabber moves strongly, quickly approaching large tree trunks and pulling them out of the forest easily. A convoy of timber trucks is stuck in the mud in mountainous Vietnam, where narrow and treacherous roads stretch between pine forests and hills. The timber trucks, with their cargoes laden with large and heavy logs, now lie motionless as their wheels sink deep into the soft, wet mud after heavy rain. The mighty and majestic Mercedes 3344 timber truck glides down the road leading to the ferry terminal. With its sturdy design and powerful engine, the vehicle is like a forest warrior, carrying long and heavy logs, ready to cross the river to where it is needed. This is definitely the most intense racing event I have ever seen. The cars were racing at breakneck speeds, creating a powerful roaring sound from their engines. The atmosphere was exciting and thrilling every second as the racers showed off their skills and abilities through each dangerous corner and high-speed straight. MB 2325 timber truck rolls strongly on the Malaysian rural road. With a large amount of timber loaded in the back, the vehicle still shows its strength and stability in every turn of the wheel over the smooth road. Image of the MB 2325 winding through the curves and overcoming the challenging slopes.
Rascudo. Pressão, guri. Vou terminar de completar a carga aqui depois borrachudo.
The old Soviet-era *CAT D6N log hull bears the mark of history and the strength of the technology of that time. With a simple but extremely durable design, this machine is equipped with a powerful engine. The Ford Bruto timber truck is overloaded with a huge amount of timber piled up to the sky. The long and heavy logs are tightly packed on the truck bed, creating a strong and powerful image. The wheels press down on the road. Despite being overloaded, the Ford Bruto still shows its strength and stable operation. A long line of Mercedes-Benz cars. Each one slowly passed through the dusty dirt road. The sound of the engine echoed in the quiet space of the afternoon, mixed with the sound of the wheels rolling through the dust and dry soil. The cars were loaded with raw wood, large and sturdy wooden blocks peeking out from the back of the car, creating a powerful and majestic scene. And three Mercedes 3344 timber trucks followed each other across the slippery road. The trucks with full wooden boxes quietly and powerfully overcame the dangerous curves and muddy roads. Occasionally, they slipped and could not move forward. But fortunately a powerful excavator approached. The perfect combination of the power of the vehicles. The powerful wood grabber is struggling to pull the cart loaded with wood through the slippery road. The road is full of mud after a heavy rain. With the superior power from the engine and flexible grabber, each wheel seems to fight against all the resistance on the ground. The roaring engine sounds combined with the sound of steel hitting each pole, creating a powerful symphony of strength and durability. In Malaysia, the image of men diligently transporting timber on specialized motorbikes has become a familiar part of daily life. With powerful motorbikes, specially designed to carry heavy goods and overcome difficult mountain roads, they are not afraid of challenges and hardships. Two tractors loaded with coconuts are following each other through a muddy road in Thailand, creating a powerful and impressive image in the vast countryside. The tractors roar, breaking through the soft mud, moving with each step sure but challenging. The timber truck got stuck in the mud. The wheels were spinning and unable to move due to the tight mud. Despite repeated efforts, the truck still could not get out. Fortunately, a nearby excavator discovered it and quickly approached. With its strength, the excavator used its strong arm to pull the truck out of the mud easily. The Volvo FM 440 timber truck is conquering the steep slope. With a powerful roar like a wild beast of the jungle, the sound from the engine is deep and powerful, mixed with the sound of wind and the sound of steel hitting, creating a symphony of strength and spirit of conquest. The truck moves silently on the narrow path, through the vast green forest. On both sides of the road, rows of ancient trees stretched tall, their foliage intertwined to form a natural umbrella to block the sunlight. The sunlight filtered through the gaps between the leaves, shining on the ground in sparkling spots like gems. The engine of the car roared loudly, mixed with the rustling of the forest leaves in the wind, creating a mysterious natural symphony.
¡Había salido!
Welcome back to Top Moments TV. Today, we are following some dangerous timber truck drivers. Their journeys, their stories remind us to always prioritize safety in our work. Good luck. Let's dive. The woman sitting behind the wheel of the Unimog 406 Forestier timber truck exudes confidence and strength. Her hands firmly grip the steering wheel, her sharp eyes focused on the rough road ahead. The Unimog 406 with its strong, sturdy design A tractor lying upside down in the middle of the river, creating a scene both majestic and heartbreaking. The huge body of the vehicle. Now only the black wheels were exposed above the water. Light oil stains drifting on the quiet river. The old tractor lumbered forward on the bumpy dirt road in the middle of the old Vietnamese forest. But the engine still growled like a restless warrior. Behind, large logs of firewood were loaded onto the trailer, carefully stacked on top of each other. The sound of the engine clattering mixed with the sound of the wheels grinding on the rocks, creating the familiar sound of the mountains and forests. The powerful axle boat cuts through the waves on the vast river. With its muscular body and roaring engine, the axle pulls a giant log weighing up to 100 tons. Floating leisurely under the clear blue water, the long logs are stacked on top of each other, floating on the river surface, like a floating wooden bridge. The DAF CF-85 timber truck roared loudly in the quiet space of the mountains and forests, trying to climb the steep slope, with the truck bed heavily loaded with long and large logs. The vehicle seemed to have to use all the power of the engine to overcome the challenge. Volvo FH16 6x4 timber truck stands firmly in the middle of the forest. The crane mounted on the truck is light but powerful, like a giant steel arm, lifting each large log onto the truck bed. The sturdy TT4 timber truck, with its rough, weathered shell, moved slowly through the old forest. Long, heavy logs were neatly stacked on the truck bed, occasionally making a screeching sound as the wheels crunched over roots and rocks. The heavy timber truck approached the curve, but under the skillful control of the driver, it moved smoothly like a giant snake. The Unimog 406 Forestier is a symbol of power and efficiency in the forestry industry. With its robust design, sturdy chassis and reliable diesel engine, it easily pulls large logs across rough terrain, from deep forests to steep mountain slopes. The Zator Proxima 80 is a powerful and durable tractor, designed to meet the needs of agriculture and industry. With its 80 horsepower engine, the Proxima 80 offers excellent performance and the ability to work on a variety of terrains. A timber truck overturned in the middle of the rough road, forming a tense scene. Two powerful excavators rushed over from both sides. Like fierce warriors, an excavator with a long crane slowly approached, using its strength to lift the timber truck.
Eksekusi yang berbahaya.
The large wood crusher is a powerful equipment, designed to process and crush large blocks of wood into small pieces. With its powerful capacity and sharp blades, the machine can process raw wood from branches, tree trunks to waste wood pieces, creating products that are easy to use for the wood processing, paper making or energy industries.
Such a heavy rain yesterday that they're gonna stop us hauling. Today it seems okay.
Timber cutters are hardworking, brave workers, who always work in harsh conditions of nature. With chainsaws in hand, they move silently between giant trees, steady on their hands and feet on muddy or steep ground. The powerful excavator is diligently working to clear away the excess timber in the forest. With its striking yellow wings, the excavator moves flexibly between the giant tree trunks, its large shovel blade reaching out to pick up the remaining logs. Transporting timber in winter in Russia is a big challenge for truck drivers. Snow-covered landscapes and slippery roads make driving more difficult than ever. Thick snow and ice cover the roads, sometimes leaving only small trails for the trucks to move. Drivers must keep a steady grip on the steering wheel. Adjust their speed carefully to avoid slipping when transporting heavy timber across rugged terrain.
La llanta.
The journey of the XTG 500B8X6HZ timber truck begins in dense forests, where large trees have just been sawed. With a powerful engine and sturdy design, the vehicle overcomes bumpy roads, uphill and downhill with ease.
Bỗng đánh mưa ấy, mưa phùn khá to, đánh bóng đúng được, trời buồn lắm, trời sợ.
Forestry advances, transport becomes more important than ever only. Industry giants can handle these huge loads. See these powerful machines right here on Top Moments TV. The giant timber truck rushes through the treacherous roads, carrying the weight of the huge logs, as a symbol of strength and resilience. Once, during the journey across a small bridge, the truck lost balance and the giant logs slip out of the container, falling into the river below. The scene was both majestic and heartbreaking. The Kenworth T659 is an absolute powerhouse in the forestry game with 540 to 780 horsepower under the hood, built to haul large loads of logs through challenging terrain. It's not just a truck, is a workhorse that makes the toughest jobs easy. It's no wonder it's a favorite for forestry and timber hauling pros. The powerful excavator was pulling a large log down the steep slope. The engine roared loudly in the mountains and forests. The tracks gripped the ground, little by little keeping its balance on the challenging path. The heavy log rolled slowly, each of its skids plowing the soft soil underneath, creating long, winding tracks. The rugged hills of Suriname are a sight to behold. This truck is like a mountain, steady and relentless no matter what. Its powerful engine and sturdy chassis are built for challenges like this, handling heavy logs like they are just another day. On the job, seeing the Axer 3340 loaded with logs is like seeing a machine. Knowing no limits, the 6x4 configuration ensures it sticks to the ground no matter the terrain. And the 298 kilowatts engine roars as it pulls 33 tons as if it were. The huge, powerful, wood-carrying vehicle. Beware of unexpected accidents. In a narrow bend on the rough village road, the vehicle lost balance and overturned into the ditch next to it. The heavy logs spilled out, stacked in chaos as if to tell the story of the dramatic moment of failure. Logging trucks are an important part of transporting timber from the forest to where it is needed by crossing rivers with heavy logs, and these machines prove their worth, being designed for durability with a sturdy chassis and sturdy wheels, allowing them to navigate the most difficult terrain environments. The Euro 4320 has earned its place as the backbone of Russia's recorded trucks. Combination of rugged power and reliability makes it the ideal choice for logging operations in the harshest environments. With a powerful engine and a rugged design, the Euro 4320 can handle some of the toughest logging routes even when conditions are less than Logging activities take place in the midst of deep green forests, where modern machinery such as chainsaws, trucks and log loaders work together in harmony. The ancient tree trunks are neatly sawed, falling to the ground with a sound that echoes throughout the forest. Then, they are loaded by machines onto specialized trucks, ready to be transported to the processing plant. The powerful Pra 255B1 is advancing through the flooded forest. Each huge wheel is covered with mud but still firmly conquers all terrain. The engine roars like a call of power, pushing the car through deep puddles and tangled tree roots. The massive Ural 4320 timber looked like a horned monster. Rolling through the muddy forest road, the big tires spun, the mud splashed. Long and heavy logs were neatly stacked on the bed, each beat shaking slightly as the vehicle passed over potholes and bumps. On the winding and steep mountain road, the giant Russian timber truck slowly climbed. The roar of its engine echoed throughout the quiet forest. The heavy long logs were tightly packed on the truck bed, shaking slightly with each press of the driver's accelerator. The huge wheels dug into the gravel road, creating deep tire tracks as a mark of enduring strength. In Mexico, log trucks are usually heavy trucks with long beds. In particular, drivers must have excellent driving skills to navigate the rugged red dirt roads, steep slopes, and sharp turns. These trucks often carry valuable timber such as pine or oak, which are important resources in Mexico's timber industry. In the heart of the pine forests of North Florida, the Tiger Cat in the 2000 series reigns supreme mounted on a 720E Feller buncher. It is a powerhouse of productivity that provides a high-performance, low-maintenance alternative to circular saws, fuel-efficient capacity and wear resistance make it ideal for harsh environments. That power and economy can go hand in hand. Dennis STH DA 150E mulcher mounted on a John Deere. If you think navigating a muddy hilly road with heavy logs is tough, think again. This 12-ton 4-engine timber truck is specially designed for these harsh conditions. Its design is not just about root strength but also about adaptability, ensuring it can tackle even the toughest terrain. The PV-35 timber truck bravely advanced on the muddy road, carrying on its back huge logs like the burden of the mountains and forests. The large wheels sank deep into the sticky mud, spinning frantically to find a grip to move forward little by little. The engine roared loudly, mixing with the sound of the mud being torn apart. The PV-35 continued to move forward, demonstrating its strength and perseverance in the face of nature's challenges. The Vietnamese Mitsubishi timber truck powerfully crossed the fast-flowing stream in the middle of the forest. The large wheels rotated evenly, creating splashes of water, while the driver concentrated on controlling the vehicle through the surging water. As a testament to the vehicle's strength and durability, always ready to conquer any challenge. The Praga V3S timber truck, strong and resilient, was facing a dangerous situation when it tilted on a steep, bumpy road. However, with the driver's skill, the vehicle maintained its balance. The engine roared loudly when the wheels touched the ground, steadily overcoming the danger. The wooden crates loaded on the truck bed did not move at all, proving the stability and superior strength of the Praga V3S in the most difficult situations. The Kenworth T659 powerfully glides through the muddy road, where the water is deep enough to reach the wheels. Despite the harsh conditions, the vehicle maintains its speed. The thick wheels and powerful engine do not falter. A heavy load of timber is being transported to the customer, each piece of timber firmly on the truck bed, reflecting the strength and resilience of the Kenworth T659. Kenworth K104B rushed on the rugged mountain pass, its back loaded with heavy wooden planks. It seemed like nothing could stop it. The powerful engine of the vehicle roared, creating a powerful sound, but the Kenworth K104B still steadfastly overcame, carrying precious wooden blocks to promptly deliver to customers, contributing to a non-stop production chain. The M35A2 Dueso, a powerful military vehicle, is slowly advancing through the muddy ditch. The engine roars like a giant beast, steadfastly overcoming all the difficulties of the difficult terrain, making the vehicle even more majestic and tough. The 2010 Florida, struggling to get through a muddy road, the front and rear wheels spun tirelessly, digging into the thick mud, making the whole car feel like it was about to sink. The engine roared like a challenge to the difficult road. Each meter of progress was a constant effort, but the Florida still steadfastly made its way through. The Forest MTZ Lumberjack durably moves through the forest. Its big, rugged wheels cutting through the rough trails, breaking up the wet dirt, The powerful grabber reaches out, gripping each large log. The Forest MTZ continues its work, with the power and precision of a tireless machine. A large logging truck was slowly climbing a steep slope in the Mexican jungle. The steep road was winding, narrow and rocky, but the experienced rider still controlled the truck skillfully. The tall pine trees on both sides of the road were like sentinels, watching the truck as it slowly conquered the challenge. Transporting timber through deep snow in Russia is a major challenge for timber truck drivers. The roads are covered with thick, slippery snow, making movement extremely difficult. Timber trucks, carrying heavy loads, face difficulties in overcoming bumpy roads, sometimes slippery snow puddles. Timberjack 240C, with its powerful engine and sturdy design, is pulling heavy logs through deep forests. The tractor's huge wheels dig deep into the forest floor, leaving distinct tracks on the wet ground. The Timberjack 240C can easily move large logs through rugged terrain, crossing steep hills and small streams. The Timberjack 230A slowly slid through the mud, the wheels digging deep into the soft ground, creating large ruts on the road surface. The powerful engine roared steadily, mixed with the sound of the wheels scraping the mud. Every time the vehicle moved, the chassis and tires were covered, but it still moved forward tenaciously. Welcome back to Pop Moments TV channel. Non-stop action today we will take you on a journey through the entire process of driving a giant log truck. Through logging, get ready for some epic scenes and incredible machinery. A powerful Nissan TZA 520 timber truck was unfortunately stuck in a deep mud puddle in the middle of the forest after a heavy rain. But the vehicle still could not get out of the mud. Fortunately, another truck appeared, equipped with a strong tow rope. With smooth coordination, the Nissan was gradually pulled up, the wheels slowly escaping the thick mud.
Nissan Tejet 520.
Logging truck drivers face many dangers on every journey. They often drive on narrow, winding mountain roads, with deep ravines and very limited space to maneuver. The enormous weight of the logs on the truck increases the risk of losing control, especially when braking suddenly or on slippery slopes. Extreme weather conditions such as dense fog or heavy rain can reduce visibility. Adding to the pressure, even a small mistake can have serious consequences. On the rugged slope of the region, two timber trucks are diligently pulling each other to the top. The truck in front, pulling its companion behind, is bending under the heavy burden of huge logs. The steel cable stretched tightly between the two trucks is a symbol of friendship and solidarity. Not afraid of difficulties but together overcoming all challenges, as a promise of success when working together. In the middle of the green forest, the Axer 3340 timber truck appears strong and majestic, like a giant, silently in the middle of nature. On the truck bed, large logs are neatly arranged, heavy but still under the firm control of the truck. The powerful engine sounds, mixing with the rustling wind and the characteristic scent of the old forest, creating a scene that is both majestic and poetic. In the middle of the wild mountains and forests, the large timber truck appeared like a giant snake slithering through the winding roads. The long body of the truck, each log stacked on top of each other like sturdy scales, exuded majestic power. The powerful and durable Valtra T144 is weaving through the bumpy roads in the deep forest. With a trailer full of logs behind, the engine roars. The large wheels roll over soft soil and tree roots without faltering. The Valtra T144 is not just a machine, but also a symbol of strength and efficiency in logging work in the majestic nature. On the rugged mountain pass, tractors slowly followed each other, loaded with long, straight bamboo. The roar of the engines mixed with the howling wind through the cliffs made the atmosphere tense and majestic. The drivers were highly focused, their hands firmly gripping the steering wheel, their eyes never leaving the narrow, winding road. Every turn was a challenge. The Black Puma 235 looks like a mighty giant in the green forest. Diligently transporting long, heavy logs. Designed with a sturdy frame and powerful engine, it easily moves on the rough terrain of the deep forest. The large wheels grind through the mud, creating deep sounds like the breathing of a wild animal. The Kenwood 17-roaded timber truck was speeding on the rough dirt road. Dust flying behind. With its superior power and smooth engine, it easily conquered the most difficult roads. The roar of the engine combined with the image of sturdy wooden bars, neatly arranged behind the truck bed, created an impressive scene. The timber truck glided through the mountain passes like a giant python. Its massive body flexibly curved through each narrow bend, sometimes swaying as if dancing with the rugged terrain. The powerful roar of the engine mixed with the sound of wood colliding, creating a wild and powerful symphony. The image of a truck carrying wood down a dangerous mountain pass is impressive and challenging. Demonstrate the skill and courage of the driver. These trucks often carry large and heavy logs, rolling on the winding mountain pass. Although the road is full of dangers, their skills and long-term experience help them overcome all challenges. Kamaz and T150 are famous for their superior strength and durability in transportation and forestry work. Kamaz vehicles are designed with powerful engines, flexible suspension systems and the ability to move flexibly on difficult terrain such as hills and forests. T150 tractors stand out for their ability to pull large logs on muddy and mountainous terrain. T150 is equipped with a powerful engine, precise control system and stable operation in all weather conditions. Rigitrack SKH95 is one of the powerful and effective specialized machines in cleaning and weeding on different terrains. With its optimal design and powerful engine, Rigitrack SKH95 not only ensures fast working, but also stable operation in difficult terrain conditions. The farmers are working together, pushing the tractor loaded with rice uphill with a spirit of diligence and solidarity. Under the golden afternoon sunlight, drops of sweat roll down their faces. Strong hands, Strong legs rhythmically push the tractor up each steep slope. This is definitely a race for experienced and brave tractor drivers. On steep, narrow and challenging mountain passes, they drive huge vehicles with heavy loads, overcoming sharp turns, holding the steering wheel firmly and controlling the speed perfectly. The powerful Ford 4600 is working tirelessly in the dense forest, pulling a large load of logs on a sturdy trailer. With its durable design and powerful engine, the Ford 4600 easily overcomes the rough and muddy terrain of the deep forest. The powerful and massive Verde MT timber truck is slowly moving onto the ferry to cross the river. The forest timber is neatly stacked on the truck bed. The wheels roll over each sturdy ferry bridge, creating a powerful but solid sound. With each slow-flowing river, the Verde MT seems to carry the power of the green forest and the hard-working hands, ready to conquer all challenges ahead. The image of the man cutting down the giant tree is impressive and powerful. With strong hands and determined eyes, he controls the axe like an artist in each slash, breaking the silence of the forest. Under the sunlight shining down from the tree canopy, wood chips fly in the air, mixing with the whirring sound of the chainsaw and the sound of the wind blowing through the branches. The dangerous downhill timber tractor is an impressive and challenging image in the logging work. With a sturdy design and superior strength, the tractor is equipped with large wheels and a powerful engine, making it easy to pull large blocks of wood on steep and uneven terrain. When moving downhill, the operator must be very experienced, handle difficult situations and ensure absolute safety throughout the process.
Khoang sau thì vẫn còn một tí nữa.
T150K and AMS-236 engine are working strongly and flexibly in the green forest space. The T150K tractor with sturdy design flexibly overcomes bumpy roads, carrying large blocks of wood pulled from deep in the forest. The sound of the AMS-236 engine resonates strongly, demonstrating impressive power when working in difficult terrain conditions. The John Deere 640H is one of the most powerful and efficient timber tractors in the forestry industry. The John Deere 640H can work in many difficult terrain conditions such as deep forests, hills and unstable terrain. The machine has the ability to pull large blocks of wood with outstanding strength and durability, making the transportation and harvesting of timber quick and efficient. TMO, Forestry Products Industrial Organization, logging, is the activity of harvesting and transporting wood from forests to processing points, ensuring sustainability and efficiency in the forestry industry. This process often uses modern equipment and machinery such as saws, tractors and specialized vehicles, helping the logging process take place quickly and minimizing negative impacts on the forest environment.
Tarik tak boleh, apa-apa tak boleh.
Nah, ini dia air terjun. Wah, Nampaknya bung, debunya bung. Olha só a arte. Uma balsa velha, eu quero ver. Ihu! Vai afundar!
Welcome back to Top Moments TV. Today, we are following some dangerous timber truck drivers. Their journeys, their stories remind us to always prioritize safety in our work. Two large log trucks were slowly climbing the steep slope, each one weighed down by large, long, and neatly stacked logs. The first truck pulled hard, the engine roaring like a beast, exerting all its strength, while the truck behind followed closely, each wheel rolling slowly over the rough dirt road. Three heavy trucks were stuck in a deep muddy area in the middle of the jungle, creating a challenging scene. The first one, located in the front, its wheels were spinning in the mud, unable to move forward, while the two behind were lined up, connected by thick steel cables. The engines roared, and the exhaust smoke billowed, covering the humid air of the jungle. The drivers of each truck coordinated closely, adjusting the traction little by little. The huge timber truck loomed over the makeshift wooden bridge spanning the fast-flowing stream, creating a scene that was both majestic and dangerous. The creaking sound of the wood under the weight of the tons of wood on the truck bed made everyone standing around hold their breath. The crude bridge planks, assembled from tree trunks, shook as if they were about to break as the wheels slowly rolled over. The driver had to hold the steering wheel extremely firmly. Every second was a battle of wits to balance and avoid the vehicle flipping over or falling into the water. The tractor, heavily loaded with logs, was struggling in the middle of a deep mud puddle. The huge wheels spun, kicking up mud all around, but the vehicle still wouldn't budge. The thick, sticky mud clung to the tires, forming a heavy layer that made the engine groan as if it were exhausted. Under the blazing sun, the driver jumped out. His face was dirty but shining with determination. The powerful Mercedes-Benz 2651 rushes through the dense forest, carrying long and heavy logs on its back. With a powerful engine and sturdy design, it smoothly overcomes the rough, muddy roads, The roar of the engine blends with the natural sounds of the forest, creating a powerful symphony. The trunk is tightly packed with large logs. Belt 75I man was lying still in the middle of the dense forest. The wheels sunk deep into the soft soil after the heavy rain. Dry branches were scattered around, creating a wild but challenging scene. The rescue tractor appeared, strong and powerful, like a hero coming to the rescue. The engine roared in the quiet space. The rescue cable was firmly attached to the body of the vehicle. The tractor slowly pulled Belt 75I man out of the stuck place.
The Volvo FH550 Timber Transporter is a symbol of power and efficiency in the forestry transport industry. With a modern design, a powerful front end and a 550 horsepower engine, it easily conquers rugged and rugged mountain roads. The comfortable cabin system, equipped with advanced technology, helps the driver operate safely and reduce fatigue on long trips. The Mercedes 370 is a symbol of strength and durability in the forestry transport industry. With its powerful design, spacious cabin and modern lights, it exudes majesty and professionalism. The high-power engine helps the vehicle easily conquer steep mountain passes, even when carrying huge loads weighing tens of tons. The sturdy suspension system and large tires ensure good road grip. The powerful tractor was struggling to overcome the muddy puddle in the middle of the field after a heavy rain. The engine rode with determination, the large wheels spun, sputtering mud everywhere. The tires tried to grip the slippery ground, to pull the whole machine forward little by little. The thick mud cement want to hold the tractor tightly, but with persistent strength, the machine finally slowly passed through, leaving behind deep high grooves on the ground.
Cái đầu cũng là một khẩu là 203 thì rất là tuyệt vời luôn. Cái xoan này ít nhất phải có 5 khối trở lên rồi, và từ dưới thì dưới 5 khối. Cái đầu hơi gần bánh.
The Wheeler B357 stump cutter is a powerful and professional machine, designed to handle large and solid stumps efficiently. With a powerful motor and sharp cutting blades, the machine can quickly crush stumps into wood chips, helping to clear the ground in logging or construction projects. The Mercedes 911 with its powerful appearance, the trunk is full of large logs, slowly being pushed up the slope by the excavator. The engine roars powerfully, but the heavy weight of the logs and the steep slope require more help. Behind, the excavator with its sturdy steel arm. Logging Mercy 3836 is a symbol of strength and durability in the forestry industry. With a strong design, the vehicle is equipped with a sturdy chassis, large wheels with superior traction, helping it easily overcome bumpy and challenging roads in the forest. The Mercy 3836S engine is not only powerful but also durable, allowing it to pull huge logs through difficult terrain. The Mercedes Actros 500 HP is a symbol of power and modernity in the forestry transport industry. With a powerful 500 horsepower engine, this vehicle easily conquers steep, rugged roads in the mountains. Spacious cabin design, comfortable with advanced driver support technologies such as smart braking system, traction control and GPS positioning, sturdy suspension system. The road of chainsaw sounds, mixing with the powerful chop of giant logging machines. This is not just a job, but an exciting adventure, where modern forestry equipment combines raw power with absolute precision. The loggers, the true heroes of the green forest, not only stand firmly on the mountain but also have to control each stroke, each wind. They are not just loggers, but also engineers, explorers, and artisans, all performing a dance in nature, where just a small mistake can change the entire world life. The Timberjack 380B is a powerful and durable machine, designed to operate effectively in deep forest environments. With a sturdy appearance, a sturdy frame and a large tire system, this vehicle easily overcomes rough and muddy terrain. The Timberjack 380B's powerful engine helps it pull giant logs without faltering.